An interesting turn of events here. Obviously, Byron Donalds hitting 20, and now Congresswoman Spartz voting present. This obviously is not the fourth vote here. Again, not going McCarthy's way. And the question is, what is the end game? How many votes will we have? And we just heard Senator Santorum say, there's maybe no pressure on either side here. They're just going to kind of continue to kind of work behind closed doors and see if there can be some momentum. But obviously right now, no one's been elected, is sworn in, so we don't have a Congress. The 118th Congress kind of sits in limbo here as this historic election for Speaker continues on into day 2.
And life goes on, This Congress is at a standstill right now, but life continues. Let's welcome in now, host of The Balance here on Newsmax, Eric Bolling. Catch him each weeknight at 8 p.m. Eric, great to see you.
Another day, another conversation about how many votes is McCarthy going to lose today. Here's the interesting part: not that Byron Donalds got 20 votes. I mean, it's clear that there's a group that doesn't want McCarthy.
Yes.
I disagree vehemently with a couple of Congress people who've been on the show and Rick Santorum saying, "Oh, it's about policy or it's about a deal." It's beyond that now, folks. It's not about rules for the Freedom Caucus. It's not about deals to be made. They just don't want Kevin McCarthy. This group does not want him. They'll take almost anyone except Kevin McCarthy at this point. So it's from yesterday I wasn't sure. Today I come back second day with you, and I'm pretty confident. I'm 70% confident that I don't know if it's going to be vote 14 or 44 or is in 1855 is 133 votes. But at some point, Kevin McCarthy is going to say, all right, I'm not going to be Speaker. Let's get on with the House business. Unfortunately, he's not there yet. The guy who put his own office into the Speaker's office before he was supposed to isn't about to give up that easily. At some point, he's going to have to, because he ain't going to be Speaker, folks.
Well, apparently he had to vacate the Minority Leader's office so that Hakeem Jeffries could get in there. I don't know. It always seems like it's always very much like high school up there when I go to Congress. All the rules about
that letter Gates wrote. That letter Gates wrote to the Sergeant at Arms was amazing. He's like, "Hey, there's someone squatting in the Speaker's office because we don't have a Speaker yet."
But again, I think when people watch this all play out, it's like that's a sidebar to this whole entire situation. But Eric, I also wanted to ask you about this kind of split screen image of President Biden in Kentucky today, and then you have Mitch McConnell also with President Biden. Everyone's happy. We see President Biden speaking right here. They're touting this infrastructure package, the $1.2 trillion infrastructure package, which today is about bridges, but we know it was really about much more than roads and bridges. Don't you think Kevin McCarthy in many ways is paying the price for the sins of Mitch McConnell, helping Democrats pass this and also that omnibus bill right before the end of the last Congress? Don't you think Kevin McCarthy is paying the price for Mitch McConnell's misdeeds?
No, I think Kevin McCarthy is paying the price for the sins of Kevin McCarthy in the past. And the guy is never, he's been pro-Trump, he's not pro-Trump. The odd thing is, and some of the narrative that's kind of been lost here is Donald Trump coming out this morning saying vote for Kevin McCarthy, and Don Jr. yesterday saying vote for Kevin McCarthy, and the vote stayed at 20, which is higher than the first two votes at 19, is a very good indication that these people who represent what Trump did, he brought disruption to the swamp, he brought America First, he brought MAGA, these people, this group of whatever they are, 9, 14, or 20, they're viewed as the America First group. Trump brought that, but now they're going against, the guy who brought them to the table, and they're saying this is bigger than Trump. This is bigger than McCarthy. This is about what they feel would be best for America. I hate what the last Congresswoman Lesko said. I hate that she said, I'm part of the Freedom Caucus. We got all these deals, and why aren't we voting for them? Well, I hate deep backdoor deals to get the guy across the finish line. There was rumors, they've been debunked, and they've been non-debunked, that there was some sort of deal made or attempted to be made by McCarthy camp with Democrats for the Democrats to step away from the vote to lower the threshold for McCarthy to win. So he needs 218. If he doesn't get 218, well, if you peel off 20 Democrats, well, now all of a sudden he needs 208, right? And then he may be able to get to that number. I hope that doesn't happen. I hate this backdoor dealing. Bottom line is, let them fight. We'll get to Hunter Biden and Joe Biden investigations. We'll get there. It's going to be our gavel. don't worry about it. Get the right person behind there. And if McCarthy's making deals even with Democrats at this point, that's not the guy you want going after Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, the FBI, and others.
So we're just going to give you kind of a split screen of what's happening right now in this moment. On the left side of your screen, you see President Biden, Mitch McConnell, Sherrod Brown, Mike DeWine, the governor of Ohio, and the Kentucky governor. On the far left-hand side of your screen, Andy Beshear. On the right-hand side, the chaos on Capitol Hill, that's Byron Donalds, kind of the man of the hour, the new nominee. He's sitting there with Tom Emmer, who is the NRCC chairman, basically in charge of getting all those members of Congress reelected. But you wonder what these conversations are like. When just before this, we also saw Jim Jordan huddled up with Matt Gaetz and a couple of the other anti-Kevin McCarthy people.
Give you a quick thought on that, John?
Sure.
I'm looking at that screen, and on the left, I'm looking at a breakdown of the Conservative Party. Mitch McConnell showing up to an event with Joe Biden, talking about spending $1.7 trillion of our money because he had the House, the Senate, and the White House, and they pushed it through while they still had those voting ranks. And that is disgusting, and Mitch McConnell shouldn't show his face there. It's embarrassing for a conservative. He's no conservative. On the right, I'm mildly upbeat about the future of the Republican Party because conservatives, real conservatives, are saying enough of the Mitch McConnells, the rhinos, the expected, the his turns. Hey, wait a minute, I was supposed to be House Speaker. Enough of that, and Byron Donalds, maybe a new breed. Jim Jordan.
Yeah, you know, Eric, and I think a lot of people are with you when it comes to the rules and all this very esoteric stuff that most Americans really don't care about. But at the same time, Kevin McCarthy, you know, he has to live up to his promises, but he has vowed to lead in a way that should make the Freedom Caucus happy, and that fundamentally the agenda does not change with a Steve Scalise or even a Byron Donalds at the helm. And that's the pushback, I guess, is it's just about Kevin McCarthy for these 20 folks, not really about the Republican Party or what the Congress actually does.
It's a presidential election, John. I mean, it's the same thing. You vote for the person you have confidence in. I mean, they all tell you what they're going to do. Yeah. You have to hope they're going to do something along the lines of what they tell you to do. But in the bottom line, it's a popularity contest. So is this.
A popularity contest and a lot of populism involved in it right now. Eric, great to see you. We'll let you go and
you too, guys.
Start prepping. Looking forward to your comments.
Yes.
And
sure we'll be
can't
back
only
tomorrow.
imagine what's going to happen between now and 8 o'clock. I said that yesterday as well, not really knowing what I meant.
Yeah, well,
but now I know.
It's already a busy day today.
Yeah,
Eric,
great to see you.
Thanks, Eric. We'll be watching you tonight starting at 8 o'clock. The Balance.
See you tonight.
Thanks, Eric.